This morning we're going to talk about regex. Now regex is one of those things that, as one of my buddies says who's been programming longer than I've been alive, it's one of those things that you can learn, and every time you need to use it again, you have to relearn it. And to a certain degree that's true. One thing I would say about regex, if you're trying to learn what you need to learn, I would focus specifically on strings, numbers, and symbols in any language. How to get them and how not to get those, like how to filter out those or to filter those in. That's usually a very good starting point, and just kind of have those tools handy. So in this case, we're going to use a very simple example. I'm just going to use a string column, which is financial. And by the way, when you use regex and you're looking for string values that are, it automatically will filter out those columns where, as we discussed, there's some financial columns that are numbers instead of letters, which I'll show in a second. And we're just going to look at a simple example, and then if you want to look at numbers and symbols on your own, you can. So as you see, financial is a string column here, except when we type it and we get more values, you'll notice financial is a number here and it's a number here. So it's no longer a string column in these two values. Okay, so how to do regex. All right, so we've been using the find clause a lot. It's very similar. We're going to use the find clause again. We're going to open up a bracket. And we're going to be looking specifically for the string, where the string has RA. So how we call regex is regex with a $sign and then of course a colon. And within single quotes, I'm typing RA and then I'm closing the brackets. And you will notice that it returns three trade values, trades, trades, and trades, which if we look at the values up here, let's go ahead and look at this again. You'll notice that trades are the only values that have RA in them, right? Now, let's suppose we wanted to look at the values that had E in them. Okay? Again, using the same logic, the only difference we're going to do here is we're going to place E. And you notice that we get futures as well as trades. And keep in mind, this value, as we discussed in the document, does not match the other documents. It actually has a value. I mean, it has one less column. It doesn't have the column number in it. I'm sorry, the key number in it. The SQL equivalent is column. So that's how to use regex specifically with strings if you're trying to find a string that has this in it. If you're looking for specific text words, I would use text, and I would make sure that your column, especially in Mongo, is indexed for text searching.